Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. So let's get into this for Aries. Aries, you're having a terrible time here. You're obsessed with, you're heartbroken, obsessed with the truth, looking back on past mistakes and divine timing. I feel like you need to take control of the burden if you want a new beginning. You're very trapped in your head. This has to do with being cut out. And now you're holding back, looking at things from a different perspective. It's almost before you rush back in. So it's like you want to know what really happened in a situation because you're obsessed with knowing the truth. You looking back at your past mistakes and needing to take control of the burden, it existed the whole time, Aries. It did. Because it's not until after you see the effect of, right, when somebody cut you off and held back, and now you have to see things from a different perspective. This is really kind of like that, somebody telling you what's wrong and you not listening until they decide to leave, and then you're forced to look at why things went the way they did, right? And that's what this is saying. You now have to take control of the burden if you want a new beginning. You're trapped in your head because somebody cut you out and cut you off and held back. Now you have to take that pause and become enlightened, right? Because I promise you, this person probably told you 10, 15, 20 times what the problem was. And when you didn't listen and you didn't hear them, and they finally got sick of it. When a woman falls out of love, they fall out of love long before they walk out that door. Because once they walk out their door, they're completely done. And now that's when a masculine energy, now if you're a masculine, you're coming in as masculine, has to really go, oh, that's what happened. But this is really part of that. Taurus. One on Taurus. I feel like whatever was hidden came to light. And now you're moving forward and you're cutting out things that no longer serve you. You have the Emperor under the bottom of the deck. Taurus, this is part of your growth. Now, whether you are the Emperor here or the pre-Empress energy, it's illuminating you being able to move forward. Now, I see the one moving forward as the pre-Empress energy, and this is somebody who has to learn their worth and value. Now, I feel like whatever was hidden came to light in order for this person to move forward with their happiness and success. The Emperor energy here is obsessed with working on the truth because I feel like it was hidden. Now, if you are dealing with, if you're on a twin flame journey and you feel like you're obsessed with knowing the truth, it's because more than likely there was a karmic trying to block you from seeing your path. Hence why I say I couldn't see the forest for the trees, the forest being my path and the trees being the blockages, right? So obsessed with working on the truth. You've got to figure this out too. This is all a mystery to you. This is about, now that's if you're the Taurus. It's a mystery to you if you're not the Taurus, if you're the Emperor. I feel like the one that's moving forward, cutting out things that no longer serve, and learning the lesson here is the pre-Empress energy. I feel like the Emperor's still working on it. I feel like this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords is still the same person, but it's facing off. It's a facing off because an Empress is all four queens rolled into one plus the High Priestess, right? And the energy here is that this person's in their emotion, they're in their logic, and they're two sides of the coin. This is like two sides of a coin. You have emotion on one side and you have logic on the other, facing each other, right? Facing each other. And so cutting out that double-edged sword up there, or, those crossing swords up there, could be being stuck in the middle of this, feeling like you're in your emotions or in your logic at the same time, right? So whatever was hidden came to light, and you're cutting out what no longer serves you. But this is the energy that you're sitting in. You're on one hand, you're very logical and you will cut things out that no longer serve you. And in the other side, you're in your emotions about your destiny, right? Because you have healing over here and you have destiny on the other side. You have someone who's trying to recover and also in divine timing, seeing the past mistakes, looking back at past mistakes. And in the middle of this, you have the Emperor energy working obsessed with the truth. Tell me about this Emperor energy. See, they're gaining a victory here over the betrayal because it's ended. So here's the thing. You got wish fulfillment under the bottom, wishing to come out of the cold and move forward. So in the center of the read, you have the Emperor who's overcoming the obstacle of dealing with obsessed with the truth. Obsessed with the truth that they've been blocked from seeing, right? Now they've gained a victory over the betrayal. It's ended. This is the 10 swords that's in this Emperor's back, right? Been through all constant betrayal. Now you're going to say, well, he's the one that betrayed me. He did not betray you. I'm telling you right now, he did not betray you. The person that you're dealing with, if there's a karmic energy, is the one that's betrayed the relationship. Because if your free will has been interfered with, so has his. Where you're connected to him, everything that happens to him happens to you. Everything that happens to you happens to him. Back and forth, male to female. Energy, feminine to masculine, right? You both are going through the same thing. Now, it appears that he's cheating, or he's doing this, or he's doing that. But the fact of the matter is he's being controlled. Now, one of the biggest things that I found on my journey was that I knew it. I knew what was happening, but yet I still wanted to put blame on him. But it wasn't him. I promise you it wasn't him. And so that's kind of what you get caught up in the middle of that. And I went on this tangent with this, but anyway. Gemini. So I feel like you've moved on from a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. You've closed the cycle here. And this is like you're happy just to be single. You're happy just being single. I feel like you're obsessed with taking control. There's a lot of players going on here. Gemini, this is somebody who's married. Because you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Emperor, you have the King of Pentacles sitting here, right? It's a husband to a wife. And they're being control in the middle of all of this, having to do with there's something needing to be in control. So in this case, you could be the Queen of Pentacles. You could be the feminine energy here. Because this is the wife. The wife is the one who is moving on and closing a karmic cycle and is happy being single. Where somebody was obsessed with control. Now, I don't think this is a twin flame. I don't. Because I feel like that Emperor was obsessed with controlling his wife. In this case, somebody was obsessed with control. The Emperor energy, it's my way or the highway. Right? Always in their control, always in power, and that kind of thing. And somebody who's always got to be in control of somebody else. That's why this is done. That's why you're happy being single. You're happy to get away from this person. You saw there was a third party too. Queen of Pentacles. Like this person's so busy trying to control you, he's not paying attention to the fact that you're paying attention to what he's doing, right? He's paying attention to you. You're paying attention to what he's doing. You see there's a third party, Queen of Wands. Now you're at a crossroads about rebuilding from the burden. See, you had a victory cutting free and standing your ground to heal. It's over. It's over. And Gemini, I said it right. That's you. That's you. You broke free from this person. This person was very controlling, and then you saw that they had an ex, and you feel like, no, I don't want to go back to that. I broke free from this. I got a victory breaking free from somebody and ending it. So, you know, maybe you got out at the right time, Gemini, because if he was that controlling, you got out. I almost feel like you got out just in time is what I feel like. I feel like it was going down, like going down with the ship kind of thing. 13. Cancer. Cancer, coming in as masculine energy here, and I feel like you're looking back. You're seeing what's hidden here. You're heartbroken and discontent because of past mistakes. Something was hidden. Oh, someone was hiding a new passionate beginning. Cancer, to be honest with you, you may be on the one that was cheating. Because you're heartbroken and discontent over your past mistakes that were hidden, and you were hiding a new passionate beginning. You were offering a new passionate beginning to somebody else, and you regret your judgment. You regret your judgment. You made a mistake, and you're feeling like, man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, there was yeah. Yep. See, the person that you were cheating with, you had the deception with the third party here. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, but most likely it could be any. It could, Queen of Wands in a third party situation could be any sign whatsoever. This person was waiting for clarity to have a new beginning. It's almost like this person was waiting for your relationship to fall apart so she could run in and replace the person you had. That's what it is. So it's almost, guys, be careful what you do, because sometimes, you know, you lose an 80 for a 20. You do. You lose an 80 for a 20. Leo. Okay. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, you have three people here. You have a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. You have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you have an Empress energy. I feel like this is almost like, Leo, you are claiming to be the Empress here. And you're patiently wanting to offer your cup, Empress energy, to the Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to get a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio to walk away. See, it's almost like, it's like where there were three, now there's two. But it's almost like you've got your eye on this pre-Empress energy. You want there to be an ending to communication with the Queen of Cups. You don't want the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles communicating. You've got your eye on this Queen of Pentacles over here. See, you loved when there were three of you, right? But now you want just a partnership. You want one out of the way. You want to go from the three to the two. From the three to the two, right? The truth about a family situation, it has to do with work. You want somebody out of the way, or you want to take somebody else's place. That's what this is. You don't want there to be three people there anymore. You just want there to be two. Yeah, pushing somebody out or trying to push somebody out. Virgo. Ooh, okay. Virgo, you're getting some downloads from your guides. Somebody is trying to attack and cause a burden. What somebody is trying to do for you, someone's trying to block you from getting those downloads. They're trying to interfere with your guide's communication to you. So you getting clarity, doing some soul searching, that when you're going down that that path, right? This is about you seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, right? With that hermit, and you're being guided, right? But somebody's trying to block this. This is somebody juggling, working on attacking and causing burden. This person does not want there to be equal give and take with you and your guides. They don't want you getting the wisdom and knowledge that you're meant to have here, right? This is attacking to cause a burden, wishing to cause drama, right? Wishing to cause drama where there's no equal give and take. Person that may be doing this to you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Moving forward, all it's going to offer them is regret or remorse for their deception. You're meant to know what you're meant to know. Your guides are meant to be there to not only teach you, protect you, guide you. That they're there for a reason, right? This is for you to learn the lessons here in life, right? And those guides and guardians are there for that reason, to guide and guard, right? And so when somebody's trying to interfere with you getting the messages that you're meant to get, they're only setting themselves up for karma, basically. Libra. I feel like sometimes people think they're too big for their britches. You know, they're too overconfident. When you're overconfident, you fail, right? Because your ego gets in there. And when your ego gets involved, that's when you're going to end up losing. Libra. Libra, it's illuminating somebody taking that leap, obsessed with rushing in to work on the drama. They're coming in, they're going to fix this no matter what, right? You got just the Justice card, you got wish fulfillment. So this is like, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas here. This person is coming in hot. They're coming in to fix the drama. This person wants justice and wish fulfillment. They've manifested a lot of yellow. Yellow could be very significant to you right now. Another yellow card. Has to do with the relationship. Someone's closing the karmic cycle, rebuilding. Their eyes have finally been open. Their eyes have finally been open. This is a pause to gain enlightenment through suffering, right? It's also about taking that step back to look at the bigger picture, right? Seeing it from a higher vantage point. This is a very much an aha moment for somebody. It could be you, could be the person you're dealing with. Scorpio. Scorpio, you're communicating your wish fulfillment to your guides. You could be praying. Because the center of the read is the Temperance card. And to me, That's being significant. That's significant of being your guides to me. You're maybe praying. You know, this is communicating what you want. Sometimes when we make plans, God laughs, right? Because we can't dream big enough. We can't understand it on the magnitude of things. This is opportunity for a tower. It's like, be careful. What I'm getting out of this is be careful what you wish for. Sometimes you'll get it, right? Because if you're communicating your wish fulfillment to your guides, there's an opportunity for a tower moment. Shit's going to hit the fan. Tell me about this. I feel like there's some jealousy here. Opportunity for a tower here is because you want to go from one person to the next. I feel like, Scorpio, your energy is that you want to be with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Whatever you're communicating, your wish fulfillment, whatever you're saying is an opportunity for a tower. There's an opportunity for a tower because you want to be with somebody else and you're at a crossroads. You're manifesting. Somebody may be manifesting manipulation and control, winning at all cost, right? And that could be coming from a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's almost like you're asking for protection because you want to be with somebody else. You're just waiting for this to happen. You're aware of what this person does. You may be praying for protection, but what I want to tell you, Scorpio, if you're aware that this person does this, understand that you have control. Your intentions are just as powerful as his intentions, his being a masculine energy, right? And if somebody is trying to do magic on you to affect your free will, what you need to do is protect your energy, yourself. Well, I mean, you can ask your guides and guardians to do it as well, but your power comes within you. When you become saved, they say Christ lives within you. Okay, so the light's already in you. All you have to do is create that light through your whole body, through your arms, through your legs, creating that cross of light, surround it with a bubble of light. You're standing in the light of Christ, okay? You are protected. Yes, you can call on your guides and guardians to assist you, but what I'm essentially saying is you're giving away your power to somebody else. This person's not more powerful than you are. You have just as much power as they do. Protect your energy, reflect it back. Don't play tit for tat with people who do this shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need to do return to senders. You can uncross it. You can just block it. You can send it out to the universe. You know, yes, it's irritating. And sometimes, here's the thing though, what we miss in all of this is vengeance is not ours. It is not ours. And we are not the final judge and jury. They will get what's coming to them in the end. They will. So, I mean, it all comes down to you realizing that you have power here, and don't give your power to the other person, because when you fear someone and you feel like you have to go run to somebody else for protection, you're saying that you're not strong enough to do it, but you are. You really are. So you need to understand your own power. And I'm not necessarily saying don't go to your guides, but I'm also saying that you have to participate in this as well. That's what I'm saying. Sagittarius. Because you're not weak by any stretch of the imagination. You finally have gotten clarity. You see what's happening, and you may be telling somebody what somebody was doing, right? The burden of the manipulation, right? You may be manifesting your guides because of past choices, a choice from the past. Sagittarius, you know, there's burden because of somebody is trying to, like, maybe be too in control, or I don't feel like it's you. You figured it out. You figured out what somebody's doing, that they're manipulating and causing the burden. And that this is like manifesting your guides because of a choice from the past. You feel like you brought something on yourself. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like, Sagittarius, you feel like you brought something on yourself. That's why you're calling on them. You're communicating. You're at a crossroads. You don't know which direction to go in. You're communicating about a partnership, and whatever was hidden there in this partnership needs to end. So if this person was doing things to you, you figured out that this person was going behind your back and putting spells on you, manipulating you with magic, okay, to cause a burden. So somebody that you feel like you brought this on yourself because you were in a relationship, and now that you found out, you're asking for it to stop. But you feel like you brought it on you. Capricorn. Boy, the theme of the day, I don't know what's aligning here with the planets for all of this to be coming out, but a lot of this has been a spiritual read versus being a relationship read. Something's blocking your wish fulfillment. Something was blocking your wish fulfillment, somebody from the past that you felt very close to, you could be related to. This is a family situation. So you have known since childhood, they're like family. But this person's wish fulfillment is to blocking your wish fulfillment. Or this is somebody who's blocking your wish fulfillment for a family situation. So if you wanted love and you wanted to get married and have children, somebody is blocking that wish fulfillment from you. They're causing a burden of a tower. They're causing shit to hit the fan. They're causing chaos in your life. And you're at a crossroads pleading for help here. Basically pleading for help because somebody's trying to block you from having what's meant for you, right? So the tower of burden, they've just heaped so much shit on you. It's ridiculous. It's almost like trying to stop you from having love or whatever the case may be. You're wanting this to end so that you can move forward. Moving forward, offering your wish fulfillments, offering your love, offering whatever you want to offer. You got the devil here. Somebody was somebody's got a higher esoteric knowledge that they're using for evil. Okay, they're using it to harm, right? Obsessed. Somebody who is high priestess energy, and you see this now. You see all of the mistakes that were in the past were because of this person. You're very guarded and defensive. This person could be A King of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. I think that's out of jealousy or whatever. They don't, if you can't, they can't have you, nobody can kind of attitude. I wonder if the shoe was on the other foot, if that person would like that. If somebody tried to stop them from having what they wanted in life, how would they feel about that? Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius, you're not happy. It's almost like you're moving towards a divorce. Because I see a choice being made for a new beginning. So you're not happy getting a divorce, but there's a new beginning, and it's because of a choice. And that choice could have been a betrayal for a long time with the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is not standing for an Aries, Leo, Sag. It is standing for a third-party person. So telling your partner is illuminating you being left out in the cold. And they're taking that leap of faith to close the cycle. You finally coming clean and telling your partner that you've been cheating on them with somebody for a long time just left you out. They left you out. It's illuminating you being left out in the cold, moving on and closing the cycle. You're not happy about the divorce, but there was a long time betrayal there. Pisces. You may have walked away from a relationship or an option, and now you're regretting your judgment. Now, Pisces, it could be you, Pisces, if you're a masculine. If you're a feminine, you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you're the wife. You're the wife. And somebody may have cheated on you, and you're trying to recover, trapped in your head, wanting to close the cycle. Done. Like you're still, I feel like you're more hurt than you are angry because of the deception. Somebody was rushing in and out. And sleepless nights, Empress energy. It's you. Empress, Queen of Cups, Pisces, it's you. So somebody was, they were in and out. This person was in and out. They, leaving you, wondering where they were at night, possibly. And they left you for another, and now they're regretting their judgment, but you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on. There's no getting back across that line for you. I mean, you may have loved this person, but they left you with a broken heart, discontent. So this is about them going to be wanting to come back, but you not allowing it. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.